And hello, my fellow nerds out there. It's Oracle Nerd Richie, and welcome to another part of Here for Sweethearts. In the previous episode, we met Vasilis and Twyla, and next we have intermission, and then we're gonna be meeting Gunter. So let's go ahead with the intermission first. And just like that, another beautiful day is here to welcome you. Honestly, it's almost a bit concerning. Some days are breezier than others, some are sunnier than others. But all of them have been extremely pleasant. Does it even rain here? Or even become moderately cloudy? But should you really complain? After all, rain would be no good today. You have to go to the library again today. After weeks of average homework, you've got your first big essay to cover. A science project about the study of parasites. Ooh. I mean, I actually don't really like parasites. Like, they're pretty much one of the only things aside from being monophobic, I really hate parasites. Like, they scare the crap out of me. You don't mind it too much. Biology can be pretty fun at times. I mean, yeah. You just hope the essay won't take you too long to complete. Hopefully, by the time you're done in the library, you can at least consider yourself about halfway through. You were almost at the library when you stopped. You heard something. It sounded almost like an argument. Eavesdropping is fairly looked down upon, and if you were caught, well, it's sure to be bad for your reputation. But you feel as if you can't help yourself in the situation. Oh, this is so me. You can't tell exactly where the voice is coming from, but there was a very distinct voice there, one you hadn't heard before. It definitely wasn't any of your teachers. You try to tune out everything else around you to hear it as best you can. Even still, parts of the conversations are muffled. But you discern what you can. Well, you didn't tell me she was a student here. Of course it is. What? You're the reason why I'm here. It's fine. I'm leaving. Things quieted after that. You stayed still and silent for just a few moments longer to be sure. Although you did not hear anything, you did run into someone as she turned the corner. It's the headmistress, but she looks a little... You call out to her. Hello? And suddenly she appears totally normal. You ask her if she's, alright. Yes, I'm fine. Why do you ask? Well, she was looking a little off just then. I feel like this is gonna be very plot heavy. This is gonna, be very important to the plot. Even if it's just an intermission. And it sounded like she was having a little fight with someone moments before. Oh, no, Richie. I'm fine. There's really nothing for you to worry about. It's a private matter, okay? But it's over with now. Please go on your day, alright? The headmistress continues on past you. Curious, you look around to where she had just come from. There's no one there. You suppose the issue really is over with then? Oh well. No use in sweating it now, especially when you have homework that needs to be taken care of. You continue on to the library. A large violet dome opens itself to you once again. You enjoy the sight of it, and it's best if you do. After all, you'll be sitting here for quite a while. You waste no time finding the section you need and a nearby table to sit at. Procrastination is tempting, but not as tempting as being able to finish your essay early and using the rest of your time to hang out with your friends. You take out a few books from the shelves, plop yourself in front of a computer, and get to work. How long has it been? You didn't really pay too close attention to the time when you started, but you checked the clock anyways. If you had to estimate, it's been 45 minutes, maybe 50? You've been working pretty steadily until this point, but your work ethic is starting to wear thin. The computer screen feels harsh, and your fingers feel a tinge of exhaustion with each letter more you type. You can feel it. the gentle caress of procrastination. It creeps up behind you and lulling you to in delightful thought after thought. My god, this is literally just me. I would literally procrastinate through some work sometimes when I was in school, but most of the time I would try to at least get it finished. Take a break. You deserve it. You worked for so long already. Just a 10-minute break. You'll totally return to your work afterwards. You felt as though you were in a stalemate with yourself. You feel tired. You want a break. You're very, very hungry. But in a few sentences, you'll be at the end of your return page. And from that point on, it's only a few more paragraphs until you're done for good. If you just breeze through it now, you can relax and not worry about it for the rest of the week. Taking a break sounds delightful, but will you really return to work after? What was that? Am I supposed to be hearing something right now? Well, let me turn up the sound effects. Okay, I turned them up, so I don't hear anything. It happened again. Someone is peeking at you from behind the bookshelves. You weren't sure of it the first time, but after you started paying attention, you definitely caught them looking at you. She didn't hide it a second time. She continued staring at you for a few seconds, shook her head, then disappeared back behind the bookshelf. Well, if there's any excuse to take a break now, this was it. You got from your chair and ran in the bookshelf she had just emerged from. You spotted her as she was grabbing books from a cart and aligning them in the shelves. And she spotted you in return. Oh? Oh, who's this? Oh, she looks tired. Sorry, did I creep you out before? I didn't mean to, I just thought you were someone else. Seeing you gave me a bit of a double take, that's all. Who are you? Oh, sorry. I'm a librarian. You can call me Miss B. Oh, Miss B. You get a good look at her. Throughout all your time in the library, you don't think you've ever actually seen her before. Yet she comes with such a strong sense of familiarity. Like she was always here and you just weren't paying enough attention to notice her before. Like you always knew her, but you just forgot to formally say hi. And yet, looking at her now, you remember Natina describing the librarian as being as easygoing. But she looks more gloomy than anything else. She appears to be around the same age as a headmistress, but her face isn't doing her any favors. Her eye bags are deep and dark, as if she hasn't been sleeping. Corners of her mouth pulled downwards, as if smiling would require energy if she just didn't have. She stands slouched, though it doesn't seem like it's causing her any pain to do so. Not yet, anyways. Perhaps the reason you never saw her before is because she looks like she's trying to remain hidden. Her shoes are flat and quiet. She wears soft clothes with no noisy accessories or jewelry. Even now, the way she's standing, it's like she's trying to burrow herself between the cart and bookshelves. As if she doesn't want you to even see her now. Sorry, do you need help with something? You're kind of just staring at me. Oh, excuse the slack on my essay. Do you need help with that? With what? The books, of course. There seems to be a lot on the cart, and the library is pretty big. Oh, you're sweet. Don't worry about it. Aww. After all, it's not like you're getting paid to do it like I am. You tell her you don't mind. You've always liked to help other people. Honestly, yes, I've always been a big helper to most people. You're very sweet. Sorry, I didn't catch your name. Richie, is it? That's a wonderful name. You must be so proud to wear it. Thank you for wanting to help me. Wait, wear my name? Is that something that people actually say? It's like, wait, you must be proud to wear that name? Is that something that people actually say? I need to know that for sure. you're absolutely sure you want to, I won't stop you. I appreciate the help. You tell her that the pleasure is all yours. She finishes loading a few books into the cart, and you grab the handles on the end. You begin rolling the cart across the library carpet, its front left wheel wiggling as you do so. Despite this, you're able to steer it and roll it pretty easily. You follow Miss B as she continues down the narrow space between the bookshelves. Her walk is as gloomy as her appearance. She moves so slowly, it almost feels like that cardigan she wears might be heavier than it looks. You notice that she picks up at her hands a lot as she moves, as though her hands would be disconnected to remain by her sides. She doesn't look nervous though. The picking of her hands doesn't seem to have any anxious cause to underlie it. It looks more as though it's something to keep her brain entertained. She scans the shelves with half-lidded eyes. Surely she knows the library like the back of her own hand already. Scanning the shelves is not necessary if she knows where she's going to. But just like with her hands, it must be to keep her brain busy. Or maybe you're just making too many assumptions about somebody else. Eventually she stops at the front of a shelf. She begins removing the books from the cart and reshelving them. And in return, removes books from the shelf and loads them into the cart. She does this quietly, naturally, and a firm member of the library's ecosystem, keeping it well manicured and healthy from behind the scenes. You notice that, on occasion, her eyes dart to you and then quickly look away. It's like she wants to talk to you, but is unsure of what to say or how to go about it. It looks like it might be up to you to take the initiative, so you ask her. I'm not really sure which one to ask her. Though this doesn't feel like an important decision. What are your favorite kinds of books? Yeah, that seems like an okay one. Oh? Well, I don't know. I liked reading more than when I was younger. Nowadays, I find it difficult to start a book. You ask her what she means by that. It's just like a lot, you know? To start a new journey, learn about the new people, get attached to them, and invested in their adventures. It takes so much energy. Energy that I just don't have. I'm sure I'd feel winded after just the first page. But it's fine. The adventures in those books are already written. They don't need me to read them and to have their happy ending. She said that she likes books better when she was younger. What kind of books does she like then? It's cheesy and stereotypical. But I was a sucker for romance novels. I loved them. I had hardcovers of my favorite series, and I used to read and reread them all the time. I even threw a whole party once when the movie adaptation of the first books of the series came out. Yeah, those are the good times. What I wouldn't give to go back to those days. Her words trail off after that. She remains quiet and still for a few moments longer before continuing to wordlessly strain out the shelves like before. The library's silence feels a bit heavier now. Miss B scans the books when... Huh? When did this get here? Did I put this here? When would I have... Oh gosh, I really am losing marbles, aren't I? Miss B reaches up and takes the book off the shelf. But as she does so, it slips right from her fingertips. It falls open right before your feet, so naturally you gotta pick it up before her. However, when you see the picture it's open to... Oh? You hold the book open in your hand and gaze at the pages for a moment. Oh! Wait, who's that? Wait, who is that? Best summer ever. It appears to be a scrapbook. Wait, actually, the guy on the right looks like my character's dad. Wait, no way. Oh my god, I just put two and two together. Don't tell me the librarian's like my mom or something. Bro, I would be so amazed if that were the case. It appears to be a scrapbook. Photographs dot the pages, and any negative space in between seems to have been eliminated through the loving art of scribbling. But this specific picture, that swoopy hair and smug grin, there's no mistaking it. That's Dad! I knew it! So is the librarian my mom or something? Bro, that would be freaking amazing. I would love for that to be... You know, that's gonna be my headcanon. My headcanon is that the librarian is my character's mom. There's no mistaking that. And the woman he's standing next to, this must be... Isn't that a nice picture? I was a lot cuter then, wasn't I? That guy I'm with. You see now why I was looking at you before? You look so much like him. Do you recognize him at all? I was thinking you might be related. What? Oh, come on, me! You're kidding! You're kidding! Why can't I just say that he's my dad? Oh my... Oh, come on, Debs. Don't cockblock me like that. That's not cool. Man. No, not at all. Who is this? Come on, me. You know him. Let's just say who is this? That's the closest I can think. Yeah, figures. The resemblance is a bit uncanny, but sometimes people just look alike. Miss B stands next to you, gazing down at the picture. It's almost as though you can see the floodgates being open in her mind. Memories washing upon her just like the waves do in the sand. This guy, you see, he was my boyfriend. I knew it! I freaking knew it! He was my boyfriend. And I liked him so much. Miss B gently takes the book from your hands and sits on the floor with it in such a way that insinuates she's inviting you to take a seat down next to her and look through it too. The more pages go by, the more pictures there are of her and Dad together. Each page is doodled with hearts, notes of what memory each picture corresponds to, so on and so forth. There's a lot of love in this book. He really stole my heart, you know. I had dated people before him, but he was different. He was so charming and lovely. I had never had anyone make my heart feel so full and so content. Every day with him was so fun, I felt like dancing on the moon. I really thought we were going to be together forever. And then, her face sinks. Then he left me. Oh, okay, so Miss B probably isn't my mom. You got me, Debs. You got me right there. You actually confused me for a second. I was gonna be like, if this is my character's mother, then I'm gonna be like, oh my god, what the heck is this? Bro, that would have been such a sick plot twist. I would have loved it. But things weren't going so well. I still don't know why. He didn't even explain himself. He just told me he didn't love me anymore. He said it so casually too. Like all our time spent together didn't matter to him at all. He almost sounded excited to be rid of me. I'm sorry. My baggage isn't any of your business. It's just, after he was gone, I never felt so empty inside. It's almost like when he left, he took my heart with him. And I've been trying to get it back ever since. You see, you understand what's going on now. He placed a reassuring hand on Miss B's shoulder. You're tell her not to worry. You're sure her heart will find its way back to her one day. Thank you. It's very sweet of you. Come on, we're almost done putting these books away. You continue to help Miss B with a few more shelves. It takes you a bit longer than you expected, and before you know it, she's telling you she's going to have to close the library soon. Two of you make your way back towards the entrance. As you do, you stop at a computer you were looking at and make sure to pick up all your things, save your work, and log out before you go. Right before you're about to leave, you turn back to her. She gives you a polite smile as she finishes putting some last-minute books away. Thank you again for helping me today, Richie. It was very nice of you. I'm sure I'll see you back in the library again soon. Take care, okay? Oh my, I knew it! I knew it! No! Oh my god! Bro! I started this intermission with no expectations whatsoever, and oh my god, this literally blew me away. Bro! Okay. Goodbye, Mom. What did you say? You said goodbye, Miss B. Yeah, that's what I thought you said. She is my mom! Bro! Oh my god. What is this? I don't understand why I'm... She sinks back between the bookcases, not a sniffle to be heard. You open the front doors and make your way out the library. Route complete. Bro, that was my character's mom! Oh, I need a moment to process this. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I had to stop recording for a second. Dude, I'm still blown away by that. The librarian is our mom. Alright. You know, we got an episode to do. I got an episode to complete, so let's go ahead and meet up with Gunter. Why were you here again? Oh, right. You remember now. Twyla had invited you to lunch. It's the weekend now, so lunchtime is a little bit different for everyone. You're leaning up against the wall waiting for her, though it feels weird to be doing so. As if you're trying too hard to look cool. But if you were to sit at the table, you're almost certain you would look like much more of a loser sitting alone. There weren't too many kids in there right now, but there were definitely enough that it would be weird to take a seat by yourself. But you weren't waiting for long. Richie. Oh, it's Gunter! Gunter jogged up beside you in the cafeteria. You remember Gunter from the other day with Twyla, but you weren't able to talk to him much before he ran off. He's just as hulking as you remember him to be. You greet him warmly as he smiles to you. It is nice to see you again. Gunter has come here to wave a friend, Twyla. You tell Gunter that's funny because you're also here for Twyla. The more the merrier. Come, let's sit. You and Gunter choose an empty table to sit. You're in view of the entrance. Twyla can't possibly miss you when she comes in. After you choose a table, you watch Gunter get up from his seat and make his way towards the kitchen area. When he comes back, he's carrying 3 oranges in his hands. You notice he places one carefully in front of an empty chair, presumably for Twyla. And then the remaining 2 he gives the bigger one to you. You thank him. Twyla called us here. Let's just string a casual conversation. How are you today? The hole? Gunta is extravagant. Gunta has won an online giveaway for expensive snow globe. I don't know, Gunther. I wouldn't trust those sites. Even though it's just the two of you, Gunter leans in a little closer and speaks with a hushed tone. But between Gunter and you, Gunter rigged it just a little bit. Gunter had many accounts entered with more chance for Snow Globe would go to Gunter. He'd giggle a bit at Gunter's confession. He'd tell him that next time you'd be more than willing to help with him win a Snow Globe or something. But before you two can say much else to each other, Twyla steps into the cafeteria. She approaches the table as brisk as ever, and with such an attitude that you worry for a second time she's going to slam her hands at the table and yell at the both of you. She doesn't, though. She stops right before the table, but doesn't take a seat. She seems she'd prefer to look down on you when speaking. Good afternoon. I wanted to ask you both a favor, relating to, you know. You can only guess Twyla's referring to the murder. Oh my god, look at Gunter's face. He looks so disheartened. He looks like he's so disheartened right now. My gosh. You can only guess Twyla is referring to the murder. You glance over at Gunter. He appears upset. He must know too and understand that she's referring to it. I wanted to look into the headmistress's office, you see. But I know she's in right now. I need you guys to do something bad. I'm sorry, what, Twyla? Look, I'm all for investigating murder mysteries and all that, but that is a wee bit too excessive, even for me. Bad? Something to get her out of her office. Cause enough commotion that I can go in and look through some stuff of hers. Frank Twyla, Gunter doesn't know about all this. Gunter would like to help, but Gunter does not want to disappoint Miss Headmistress. Richie, she calls to you. Surely you can convince Gunter to do it, right? Ooh, I don't really know. We kind of got Twyla's heart before, so let's just... Maybe we can say we'll do something else? I'm just gonna see what happens if we say this. Excuse me? You explained to Twyla that Gunter that causing trouble doesn't have to be the only way to get to Headmistress' attention. You're sure there's other ways you can get her out of the office that doesn't involve making her job harder for her? You're not sure what you can do yet, but you're sure the two of you can figure something out. Very well, you do get to it then. Gunter, text me when she's out of the office, alright? Yes, Brent Twyla, will do. Gunter leaves out of the cafeteria feeling more than comforted by your suggestion. You're about to follow him when Twyla grabs you harshly by the arm. I don't actually need you guys to distract the headmistress. Huh? I need you to keep Gunter distracted for a while. Twyla scans the room around you quickly, then speaks to you in a whisper, as if she's embarrassed for anyone to hear her words aloud. We're still going to the dance together. You haven't forgotten that, right? Tell her that you haven't forgotten. Right. Well, as for our plans for that night, we're going to need some keys. It shouldn't surprise you that most of the places we need to look will be locked. But Gunter, he's got it good with just about every club room in the school. He has the keys to a lot of them. So I need you to keep him distracted while I go and get my hands on him. You can do that, right? Well, you can try, you suppose. Is it really alright for her to go behind her friend's back like that? And how is she going to get these keys? Are they in his dorm room, or... He's not my friend. And don't worry about how I'm going to get those keys. I'll explain it later, but right now, we're wasting time. Get out of here before... Get out there before he starts wondering about you. Keep him busy, okay? Oh, I just cracked my neck. Ow. Twyla practically shoves you out of the cafeteria doors to go catch up with Gunter. You're obliged by your commands. You can sense that you aren't as close with Twyla as the others you've met. As long as it'll as long as they don't get her to like you, you have little issue following her instruction and doing what she asks you. You exit into the hallway where of course you're once again met with Richie. I was getting worried about you. What were you talking about with your friend Twyla in there? Nothing. She was appreciative of the orange you got. You saved for her. He just ran out so fast she wasn't able to thank him properly. So she had to ask you to pass along the message. Ah, really? Gunther is glad. Friend Twyla is very polite, is she not? Sure, why not? Gunther begins to walk with you down the hall towards nowhere in particular. So, what are we going to do? Gunther must admit, he does not have many ideas. Unfortunately, you don't either. You know Twyla isn't actually worried about the headmistress's office, but Gunther still thinks she is. So you still need to come up with a plan to drag the headmistress away from her office so that Gunther will think of the two of you did a job well done. But thinking of things you can do that don't involve causing a ruckus is a little challenging. As you continue down the hall, you notice it isn't long before you run into Mitzi! Gunther? Oh, and Richie. Nice to see you, buddy. She turns back to Gunther. Gunther, can I ask you a real quick favor? Of course, friend Mitzi. What is the matter? Okay, I know I still haven't paid you back for the last time, but do you think I can borrow some money again? My fave band is having a merch sale in limited edition, you see? And my folks promised me to send money, but they said it wouldn't be for another week, and the sale is this weekend only. I swear, I'll totally pay you back everything by next weekend, okay? No problem at all. That's not fair. Yeah, I don't think it's actually very fair. I mean, as far as we can tell, Gunther's like the big and gullible kind of guy that's friendly to everyone, but I think we should probably say it's not fair. You guys with me? Listen. We can probably just say it's not fair. You weren't trying to say anything bad about Mitzi, but if she hasn't paid him back from a previous instance of borrowing money, that's a little rude to ask for more. Especially when it isn't an emergency. Yeah, Richie's right. Sorry, Gunther. I think I just got a little in my own world about it all. I'll see you later. No hard feelings, yeah? Mitzi walks off after that. They seem more embarrassed than they do hurt. And when you look at Gunther, you notice he seems a bit down on himself. Richie, I know we have to help friend Twyla, but I do not like seeing friend Mitzi so upset. Please excuse me. Gunther is going to buy friend Mitzi some merch himself. He will return momentarily, but this is something he must do himself. Oh, was that the wrong option? Before you can protest, Gunther rushes off, which isn't good for you, as you told Twyla you would keep him distracted. Okay, yep, that didn't go well. Alright, I guess we just stay silent. Gunther pulls out his phone and does a quick digital transfer. Awesome, you're the best. I'll totes get that cash back for you later. Just as quickly as they enter the scene, Mitzi leaves once again. Almost as if she were never here to begin with. You're shocked that Gunther was so willing to just fork over the money, even after they hadn't paid him back. But when you turn to ask Gunther about it, he doesn't seem worried at all. Richie, this has given Gunther an idea to help with the headmistress. Oh? We can buy headmistress something. It sounds like a nice idea in theory, but what would the both of you buy her? If you were going to go out into town and buy something, that'd take way too long. And if you were to buy her something from the school store, well, chances are she has already seen it and already doesn't need any of it. Either way, would you be able to buy something for her that would be enough to coax her out of the office? Something like that would have to be expensive, and you're sure she'd just raise some questions. raise questions as to why you two bought their school principal such an expensive present. You're sure she would know in an instant that you were up to no good. Ah, fair. But hey, it's not a bad starting point. Not bad at all, actually. Maybe if you had something physical to present her with, then maybe. Hey, G-Man! Yo, it's Kroven! Hey, bro! Suddenly Kroven is approaching the two of you. It appears the G-Man he was talking to was none other than Gunther. When he spots you, he smiles. Sup, Richie? Oh wait, I forgot, I gave him like Crow's voice from Ruby, didn't I? You return his greeting and then he turns back to Gunther. G-Man, buddy, listen. You free tomorrow? Huh? Gunther should be. Perfect, awesome. Because, okay, listen to this, right? Theo and I were gonna go to town and buy a TV tomorrow. Try to sneak into our dorm and dress up in wrapping paper or something. Thinking you could carry it? That's a rude reason to invite him. Wait. Maybe this could be a good idea. This could be the thing we present the headmistress. Ooh, okay. I got the gears turning in my brain. Such jokesters you are. Of course Gunther can carry it. He is strong. Nice. I knew I can count on you. See you by the buses tomorrow morning, bud. Kroven leaves the two of you alone after that. You begin to sense a pattern with all these people Gunther interacts with. Richie? You snap out of your attention to Gunther. Gunther has a confession to make. He looks the shades of embarrassment. He looks a shade of embarrassed, one closer to being ashamed. You ask him what's wrong. Gunther is unsure how to help friend Twyla. He feels bad. He does not want to keep her waiting, especially knowing how important the matter is. But he does not know what comes next. He does not want to inconvenience anyone. Oh no. You're being taken advantage of? You're very kind, Gunther. I mean, he kind of is being taken advantage of in a way. I'm pretty sure we should probably just warn him. But at the same time, we kind of need to keep him distracted. Ooh, what do we do? You know what? Let's just say he's kind. I think that's the right option. Huh? You tell Gunther you think he's a very kind friend. He seems to worry a lot about his other friends and their happiness. It's no wonder the others like him so much. I think he shouldn't worry too hard over it. Twyla will understand. It isn't an easy task after all. Of course, you have the inside information that Twyla doesn't actually care about the headmistress, but you aren't about to tell Gunther that. That's kind of you to say. Gunther is happy you feel that way. Gunther worries, you know. It's why he was so willing to help friend Twyla. I love Ether West. The community that has been built here, the wonderful people who live here. They mean so much to Gunther. That is why, after that thing happened, Gunther could not imagine. Gunther loves everyone here, and so he will do his best to keep him happy. Gunther is such a wholesome boy! He is such a big wholesome boy, I freaking love him. Because when they're happy, Gunther is happy. You tell him that's very sweet. You're not sure if you've ever met a more selfless person. He smiles as bright as the sunshine as you two leave the corridor. You enter the courtyard, and it's there that the two of you spot. Oh? The headmistress! She's sitting on the edge of the fountain, smile resting gently on her face. She was out of her office the entire time? We didn't need to come up with an idea after all. You and Gunther approach her. Miss Headmistress? Oh, hello you two. Isn't it a beautiful day outside? You're not in your office. Well, I was, but it gets so stuffy in there. I mean, Okay, yeah, fair enough. I thought it would be nice to sit outside. Oh, sorry, I'm just crushing a soda can real quick. I actually just sat down. I was about to start my lunch break. He watches Gunter smile as he pulls out his phone to text Twyla. A lunch break would be more than enough time for her to look through the headmistress's office, even though you knew Twyla's true intentions. Still, it made Gunter satisfied to believe that he helped her, and looked like everything managed to work out after all. How about you both? Enjoying the weather? Yes, Gunter is happy to have such a pretty day. He looks to you with a big smile on his face, and is happy he gets to enjoy it with friend Richie. Success! You captured Gunter's heart! Oh! That was easier than I thought. Wow, okay, so this was a bit of an episode, so we captured Gunter's heart, and we got to meet who could possibly be our mom, Miss B. So, yeah, so I think I'm gonna leave this episode here, and the next episode, we're gonna be meeting with... Oh, it's Mary! We're finally gonna be meeting Mary! Hey! Hey, we might actually be able to return her frog to her. And Reginald. Oh, and they look at each other. That's just too funny. That's too funny. So wait, that's Reginald. Wait, didn't Theo mention him back in the Tina's chapter? I'm pretty certain he did. But yeah, anyways, the next episode we're gonna be meeting Mary and Reginald. So thank you guys so much for watching this episode. Please leave a like, comment what you think, share this video with your friends, and be sure to subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss a single notification. And I'll see all of you in the next video. Bye!